Hello guys, we are live and we are trading. Okay, so we need 2,000 to pass the account here. Pass this 50k top step account. We've traded 2 days and we made, we're up at 1,100. Now we took a little trade here, which we are down on. You can see well you can see right here, I bought wheat right here as it broke out. So wheat was a good trade for me. I've had wheat. I took the wheat short here and the wheat short here, which both made me, which was both a big part of getting to 1,100. So I took a wheat short around here and covered around here, and I also took a wheat short around here and covered around here. So both ones I got the bulk of the move, which is pretty good. But now we tried it long and it looks like it might stop us out before open here. Yeah, it looks like we might get stopped out here, but that's alright. We'll just take a small little loss, like $100 or so. Maybe a little more, but it's worth the risk, I think. Now, anyway, we need to make about 1,000. Sorry, got super loud. We need about 1,000 today and 1,000. Well, we don't need to make about 1,000, but we can't make more than 1,500, and we need 2,000 to pass the account. So that's the goal. So we have 30 minutes before market opens here. Just got some dinner as well. I'm gonna have a look at the other, what the S&P and whatnot is doing while we let this wheat trade play out. Let's see now. So we have the, where's the SPY? There's a SPY here. That's an hourly of wheat. So if it just loads, yeah, here we got the SPY, and we should take a look at the daily because we had a big gap down on Friday of last week. It looks a bit weird on this because you can see the pre-market moves, but there we had a big gap down, 1.4% out of this big move, but we're still holding the 10-day here, so we're still in a bullish trend. But we've dropped a bit and we've come back. It doesn't look super easy to trade though, is the thing. I just don't know if there's much of a trade here. Looking at the hourly, like we've been in this downwards range, which was the last Friday, and now we're coming back a bit. We've also continued the drop. I don't know if I'll take any trades on the SPY. Let's have a look at what else is happening though. Probably won't trade any Forex currencies, but I'm interested in stuff like copper is often quite a good trade. So these things are dumped, and now I don't know if I want to take like a breakout against a reverse trade. So we can see we're in a nice uptrend on copper. We broke out. Now we're in a downtrend. So I'd be more interested in taking a short on copper if I was to take a trade in something like that. I mean, similar wheat, but the reason I'm fine with being long here is just this sort of gap up, and we were in strong upwards momentum before this. And I think when we look at the daily as well, and it's just behaved quite clean. When we look at the daily, we're finding support. So it's a bit of a choppy commodity wheat, but you see like it gaps up, pulls all the way back down, gaps up, and we've pulled all the way back down to this range, 10-20 day. You can see it might want to bounce. It's a very good chance it bounces, so I'm fine with being in it here, but it looks like we're about to be stopped out. If we go back to the hourly, or we can look at the 5-minute. Yeah, it looks like we'll be stopped out very soon here. But this is where we put our stop loss. You can see this range, but it was just dumping. It doesn't look like we'll hold it into market open. the market opens in an hour though, so we still got a while. Let's see. Okay, are we going to dump here? I'm going to have a look at some of the other contracts because I'm just going to let wheat play out. Would rather look at it on the hourly though. Yeah, on the hourly we just completely dump. We're not holding this move at all. Looks like we'll get stopped out, but the loss isn't too bad. Like 100, 150. It's nothing in this account. So, copper's not that interesting. What about gold? Gold looks similar to copper. And we're dumped. But I guess everywhere dumped, but it's just, I don't know, if gold and silver, I think they've traded kind of similar to the SPY in recent times, which makes it not as like tradable. Like ideally, you can take a look if the NASDAQ looks a bit cleaner. And Bitcoin, I'm not seeing anything that looks too clean and obvious. So Bitcoin, I also traded this one short actually. We've done pretty hard pre here because this is the Friday and we've dumped again. I actually shorted this around here and covered it. No, I covered it around here, so I didn't get the full move. But that's because if we look at Bitcoin, it's actually quite interesting. This might be a short Bitcoin, even though we're dumping now. Because if we look at Bitcoin on the daily, the reason I was I think I want to short Bitcoin. Because, looking at this on the daily, the reason I was so down to cover it early when I had it on the Friday is because we're holding this range here. But now we've broken the range on the daily chart. That's not much strength. It's actually just quite weak. I know we're bouncing right now, but we could even take a little short here saying it's going to get rejected here. But I don't know if it's the ideal trade because our risk is just so close. It would be if it starts dumping, then I might start to short it. And if we break this range to the downside, I'm definitely down to short it. I just don't know if I want to short it a bit earlier. I don't believe in this bounce at all. So Bitcoin I'm most interested in trading today. Obviously I've got the wheat trade, but that's just a small, it's not going to be my main trade for today. I also want to take a look at the NASDAQ. What's the NASDAQ doing? The SPY was down a little bit pre-market, but it looks like it might be like a bit of a write-off day. Like not much is going to move. Sorry, where's the NASDAQ here? These are all the Russell. Well, we can have a look at the Russell. Let's see what the Russell's doing. The Russell, so it looks like we dumped a bit and then we're bouncing in some things. It'd be interesting to see if we're bouncing in the, what's it called as well? If we're bouncing in the SPY and whatnot. I wonder if I could, I can't search for that. Let's just take a look at the S&P. So we are bouncing a bit. It actually looks like almost a tradable bounce as well, that. But I don't know if I will trade it. I don't know if a bounce in the SPY is actually like amazing for wheat as well. But wheat doesn't seem to be doing much. It often doesn't do much till pre-market. Sorry, till the market opens. It often closes as well into market open, but it doesn't seem to be yet. Soybean oil. Let's have a look at this. Nothing. That's, just wouldn't trade that ever. Gold. Did we have a look at gold? I think we did. Was it bouncing with the market? Not quite as much as the market's bouncing. Micro Russell, Micro Bitcoin, crude oil. I'm not that interested in trading. Here's NASDAQ. The NASDAQ looks like it's not bouncing as hard as the SPY. And also not as clean. And it doesn't look like it wants to go that hard in one direction. It looks like we might chop a bit today. Like, it's quite likely don't get like a huge move any direction. So what was most interesting? Was it copper? No, it was Bitcoin. Sorry, Bitcoin. So I might just look for. We'll have a look at platinum as well. What's this look like? Oh, that dumped pretty hard as well, and then it's tightened up a bit. But I don't know if it's really my sort of trade. Might just have a look at the wheat trade. Doesn't look too good. Let's have a look at corn as well. I'm just looking for what's like the cleanest and most tradable today. So corn looks similar to wheat. So the fact that this is struggling to break out, like if this was breaking out, I think wheat would be going with it. And that makes a lot of sense there. I should get some food here. Yeah, let's just have a look at my wheat trade. Wheat, and then we'll watch Bitcoin to see if we can get a short on that. So here we are. It's just chopping around. We'll just give it its room. If it comes back, it comes back. I only really... I mean, if it breaks, I actually wouldn't short it. Even though I've shorted it here and here, I just don't... Like a gap up like this isn't really what I'd want to short into. Like, it's just not the most bearish looking thing in the world. But really wheat is a little bit interesting, I think. Let's just see. I am not too sure. I'm just thinking Bitcoin. Here, micro Bitcoin. I'm just gonna watch this to see if we get a down, like a bit of a rejection out of this bounce, or we're just gonna continue to bounce. If we continue to bounce, it's not going to be that many obvious things to trade today. Maybe the S&P is the cleanest after all of these, but I'm not too sure. Let's just see. Maybe we'll have a look at the SPY. You're back. Yo, how's it going, bro? How's it going? I'm not playing chess though at the moment. Since when did you trade? I've been trading since I was like, I've been trading for a long time actually. But I like usually swing trade. This is like a prop firm. Like, I've been swing trading for a long time. I don't really day trade, but I was sort of like trying it out. I prefer to swing trade, but yeah. It's just because the market hasn't been open. That's why I was just doing chess. We're in like wheat here, which we're down, or we're about to be stopped out of. Anyway, it's like a prop firm. I need like to make another 2K to pass the account. Oh, this thing just went it's not trading at the moment. We're about to get stopped out and it's gone like pre-market. So can you explain trading? Yeah, I can if you want. Because you don't get it. Yeah, I can explain it. Do you know anything about it though? At all? Like investing and whatnot? Sure. Because this, like, do you get like a chart? I can explain like a chart quickly. Like this is like looking at, no, not at all. Okay, so let's just say this is a good like example of something what we're in right now. Actually, let's just go to gold. So like stocks, you can trade anything basically, but if we go to gold, this here is like the price of gold. Actually, I'll just quickly chuck this on here, and we can look at if we look at a chart. So what we're on is the chart of the price of gold for the daily. So gold right now is $4,660 if you were to buy it per, like, I don't know what amount. It would be like some amount of grams, but this is like the price of gold, and this is the price of the, like, back in 25th of August it was 3,400, so it went up 56% over 51 days, and you can just see it slowly going up and down and up. And the, what's it called, the green, so like where it is currently, you can see is where the price is currently is this last candle, and each one of these candles is like 1 day or 1 hour, whatever you change it to, but on this it's 1 day. And basically this bottom part of the candle is where the price, if you can see where my mouse is where the price started the day at. So we started at 4,547, and the reason there's like a thin line all the way down here is because this was as low as the price has gone in the day. It started here and it came down like 1.5%, so it dropped down during the day down to a low of 4,480, and then it's come back and now it's here. So the thing will be green, the candle will be green when when it's started the day, like what price it opens at. So it starts the day, say at 500, the candle will be green. If it's closed higher, the price ends higher than that. If it's like 550, whatever, then it'll be green, and it'll be red if it's gone, like, say it was 500 and now it's 450, then it will be red. So that's just showing the direction intraday of the day or of the candle. And you can see, actually you can't see on this because it's got pre-market, but like a stock, there'll be gaps. I don't know if I can show you on this one. Okay, maybe I can't, but there'll be, like, normally if you look at a stock there'd be a gap, because each day it's like closed. It's only open from like 8 a.m. to like 2 p.m. It's like normal working hours, and so like a stock might open up, like it might close the day at 500 and open the next day at 600. So we might have it here and then the next day it opens here. So you get like gaps in the candle. And basically, like, to trade, there's lots of different styles you can take, but you're sort of looking for, like, what I do is I'm looking at like a trend. So like if something's in an uptrend, we can see like it's continually going up, and then I'm looking for opportunities to buy when it's going up, or that's what I'll do. Or you can short, with shorting is basically saying, oh, it's going to go down. So like how I made money on wheat is by shorting it. If I look, so like, and day trading, what a lot of people do is trading like the movement during the day, not like over a week or whatnot. So like if I look here, this is the hourly, like every candle is 1 hour, every one of these, instead of 1 day. And you can change it down to like 5 minutes, and that's even quicker. So if I go to 5 minutes, every single one of these is like 5 minutes, and you can see this like gap here. So it ended the day here, it stopped trading, and then the next day it opened up. That's why there's like a gap in price there. But yeah, how I made money in wheat, if we look at it, is I'll trade, like, you can see this is like an uptrend, it's going up here, and then I'll look for a spot, like say I look at it here and I'm like, oh, it's up, and then it's breaking out, it's gone like up, 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 it gets like tight, goes sideways, and then I'll buy it again as it goes up, and hopefully I get that move there and make money there. And I also do that going the other way. So say it's built a range here and it's broken down, so I shorted it, said it was going to go down like here, and then it came down, and I covered it just because I thought it was like, cover just means closing your position, or saying you buy back to say like basically you make money off your short. And yeah, I closed it here, which was very good timing, just luck that that was the bottom at that point of the day. But it was basically because I just thought it had like lost its momentum, and this candle was going green, and it would just cleanly dropped all the way down on the 5 minute. And then the next day again, I took it short here because we're in this downtrend and we've gone sideways and we've continued it. So that's like the sort of trade I like to do. And you can do it to like a big level on like stocks. Sometimes you can get a stock. Like I had this one stock, you can buy, there's this stock called SanDisk, which is, they make like memory, which is very important for AI. And the stock's gone from like 200 to 1,500. So you like, you like 8 times your money nearly if you invest in it. But that's the sort of stock you can buy it on like the uptrend, and it has a lot of breakouts. So I made a decent bit of money on like that, swing trading it. So I do prefer like that to day trading, but day trading has its like its pros as well. But yeah, at the moment, well, we're losing on this trade here. So I bought this here to say it's like gonna go up, and then I put like my sell here, so it's about to stop me out, and I'll take like $125 loss on it or so. Yeah, you can learn a lot if you ever want to like learn about it. Like I feel like the best trader is like this guy. Like if you actually wanted to learn, this guy's like insane. But yeah, because there's a lot of like scammy people out there, I'd say, for trading. But if you just wanted to learn about it, you probably watch like a YouTube video or something, just for like the basics of it. But here's like not even the difference between this as well. This is like a prop firm, or SPY's going up a lot, is like, I don't want to learn. Yeah, it's kind of cooked a bit, I guess. I don't like trading. Yeah, fair. What was I gonna say though? Like this isn't my money though. This is just like a challenge. Like it is, you get payouts, but it's not like, I don't know how to explain it. It's not completely your own money. It's a bit different. But you can make a lot of money in it. It's a bit like chess as well. The SPY is pumping quite a bit now. We started by dumping, now we're pumping. But I don't know if I feel like I missed a long already here. There's not many like opportunities to go long. What about like the NASDAQ? The NASDAQ also pumping. What are you eating? Macca's or like McDonald's, like nuggets. Yeah, pretty good. But what I think I'm going to do today, get out of here. Chess has a millions of possibilities. Trading has... Wait, no. Don't delete that message. What do you say? Chess has millions of possibilities. Trading is only 2 choices, up or down. Yeah, that's very true. But I would say it has some similarities. I might short Bitcoin here soon. Yeah, but I don't know. Yeah, I guess they're pretty different actually. They're pretty different. Yeah. No, they are different, but I would say like longer term chess is better. A lot of it's like pattern recognition as well. It depends how much you're like trading off fundamentals and technicals. I think to make like money, if you're like swing trading and stuff, fundamentals are more ideal. Yeah, you are taking like a lot of information and like making a decision with it. Yeah, I don't know. But I think I will short Bitcoin, or maybe I won't. There's just not that many like trades possibilities today. Like I only really like the Bitcoin short. I missed the SPY long. It's already gone. And we open in like 30 minutes. It's like unlikely to continue moving. Silver's bouncing a bit. By the way, did you gear up your stream on your current PC? Did you gear up the stream on your current PC right now? What do you mean gear it up? Like, is it a bit less laggy? Because it's like the same as the chess one. It's just got like a different setup. The silver's bouncing here. Steam. Did you gear up Steam on your current PC? Oh, Steam the app. No, actually, I'll have to do that. Why? What game do you think I should play? The SPY is really bouncing here. I only really play chess and trade, to be honest. I haven't played that many games. I'm pretty shit. The SPY's bouncing like hard into open skate. Oh yeah, I'll get skate. It's a skating game. Yeah, I'll download it for tomorrow, maybe. And I can put it in like when I'm waiting. There are some trade simulators on Steam. I don't know if you really need that though. You just learn by doing, or like back testing is very good. I back tested like heaps for swing trading. You just go back and like look at the best performing stocks of like every year, especially like during bull markets you can make a lot in. I'd say like that's the best way to learn, and you just trade every day. There's really not like that much to trade today though, because I feel like I didn't expect the SPY to bounce like this. What's it look like on the daily actually? Because it was holding the uptrend even though we had that big pullback. Yeah, we held the 10 days. So it's the 10-day moving average. We've been in a big uptrend in Nasdaq and the SPY. So yeah, it's likely we just continue up. I just didn't like expect it to bounce so quick, and it can move a lot once we actually get into open. But it's a bit hard to trade if you missed the trade. My biggest mistake was selling Nvidia during the crypto's highs. How was I know that AI was going to be a thing? Yeah, fuck. Yeah, everything's been like AI. Yeah, fuck. Nvidia's up huge now. Well, crypto highs of which like the COVID ones or past ones, because Nvidia had like a massive move over the last 5 years. But retrospect is retrospect, I guess. I had a lot of SanDisk very early on. This year, at least at like 200 I bought it. And then I sold it into earnings because it was earnings and I didn't want to take the risk. Bought it back again, sold into earnings again. So I probably, I don't know, out of like a 200, I don't know, I got a decent bit out of it, but not that much. It's definitely my best trade. But I mean, it went from 200 to 1500 and I got like the smallest amount of it. But all you need is like one really big trade and you get you can make a lot. Or investment. Usually investment's actually better, I would say. And especially anything that was like AI pick and shovel, like if you need like semiconductors for AI, or you need like whatever is needed to make semiconductors, those things have gone up, 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 up. But I'm trying to see if I can get a short on Bitcoin here, but I don't know if it will happen. If the market's bouncing, might be pretty hard to get. We got 30 minutes till the market opens now. Yeah. Let's see. Back to the NASDAQ. It doesn't look like we want to continue to bounce that much longer. I think the 30 minutes into market open is like the hardest probably to trade as well. It's the most like unobvious and like likely to come back and down and chop around and run super fast. It's not like often the cleanest time to trade. But I think, yeah, it's quite likely if you look at the daily chart that we just continue up. Let's see. Yeah, the daily chart just looks like we want to continue up, which is usually the more like accurate chart than looking intraday. Actually, it's definitely more accurate. We held the 10-day through the dump. These dumps have been so natural as well to the thing. I'm here waiting for the AI bubble to pop already, but it doesn't happen. I don't know if it's gonna pop anytime soon, to be honest. I don't know what would pop it. Also, like, everything's involved in it now. You're gonna pop the whole market. It would be a big crash if we get. Also, you can tell the market's been really strong when you look at it's such a bad view of the chart, but we had this like sort of pullback in the market, in the SPY and whatnot. Why can't I go to it? But we pulled back during all the war stuff and the Iran stuff and whatnot, and we just like, we didn't pull back super hard and we held up, and then we just bounced super hard. Like, it's a quite a strong market at the moment. Like, I just feel it's quite unlikely to want to dump. Yeah, like we chopped around it for ages though. Chopped around for ages, pulled back, but everything stayed pretty strong. Well, it's like, it's quite like what's it called, time with like everything going on in the world. I don't know. I've been running a local AI chat just in case, but I have a Buffy PC. Local AI chat. What's that? What's a Buffy PC? I don't actually know what that is. I don't know what happened to music as well. Oh, it's back. It's quite a hard day to trade, I feel like. I'm not sure what I'm going to take. Like, maybe it's not even worth trading. But we got 25 minutes to market open, so it could get a bit more interesting. The only thing I'm like interested in was Bitcoin, but I might even wait to see if it breaks it to go short. Like, it'd be nice to see it reject here on the 20, but it doesn't even behave that cleanly ever, so I don't know why it should. It's actually not usually that clean, but the reason I want to go short Bitcoin if we can get it is because the daily chart, the peak consume RTX 5090 The peak consumer graphics card. Damn, bro. That's sick. Do you play like some games and stuff then? Using it? No, the reason I want to short Bitcoin though is because like this daily chart is disgustingly bearish. Like we've been in a big downtrend for a while. It hasn't gone with the market. I mean, it's holding this range, choppy, and then it's breaking down here. Definitely doesn't look great. I mean, this is the futures of it, but I don't know. If I could get it short intraday, I definitely would take it. It's just not giving me the opportunity at the moment. Will you play Skate next stream? I can play Skate with some chess. I'll try it out. I'll see if my computer can run it. I don't know how well it can run it, because this is like a Mac. So I don't know how good it is for games. Do you need like a nice setup for it? It doesn't look like we'll do that much until market open though. Is Skate like the Skate game on the... I don't think so. I'll get it. Do you skate as well? So far as I know, Bitcoin was only going up based on the stories being told. Now they've run out of such stories. You mean like long term? Or like more in the short term? Nope. Wait, you skate? No. I like skating's pretty sick though. A bit like surfing. Surfing's mad. Yeah, Bitcoin doesn't really have that much reason to go up, I guess. It hasn't done much for a while either. It's sort of moved to all like AI hype and whatnot. Oh, these are cold now. It's kind of arse. But I just don't know what else there is to trade. Copper. I like the commodities. And you should look at Skate's gameplay on YouTube. Yeah, I'll have a look after. I don't know how to set it up, like, because I set this thing up just for trading. So it's kind of hard to change it for, like, YouTube and whatnot. Roughly. I don't know, I think I have to look more into, like, different setups so I can go and do stuff like that there. I'll see for tomorrow. But right now, just trading, I think. Gold's also dumped pretty hard yesterday. Gold is a crazy looking chart. Like, I remember when it was in this huge uptrend, and then when will you stream tomorrow? I'll stream like chess and like maybe skate like the similar time as today. And then I'll stream trading at the same time as right now, because the market opens in like 20 minutes. But I'll stream chess like 3 hours, 4 hours before, I don't know, 2 hours before. And I'll try skate as well. But let's have a look back at Bitcoin. But it looks like it wants to dump on the daily, but not a little more short term. Like it's holding up on the hourly chart. Yes. In Australian time, like 6, 7, 8 p.m, 6, 7, yeah, I don't know. Okay, bro, I gotta go, peace. Alright, see you, bro. It was nice talking to you. Have a good one. I mean, I could try Bitcoin short here for like a smallest of stops, but I don't know if there's much point, because we open in 20 minutes. Or it's just like a tester position. I might try it short. But what's the market doing? If the market's like strong, it's probably gonna bounce though. That's the problem. And it's really hard to get long of this market. Yeah, like the only reason it might be like not holding up and continuing its run is because we're pulling back a tiny bit in like the Nasdaq and the SPY before open, and wheat's closed, which is my position. That's about to stop me out, unfortunately. Let's say I think we should wait for open here. You could try like a little tester position in Bitcoin. SPY. This is SPY here. Doesn't look U2. Nothing looks that tradable today, to be honest. It's a bit of just a hard market to trade. Like, I guess if I was going to go into the market, I'd go long just purely on the daily chart. But I don't know if I'm like super keen to be long. I'd rather be short of Bitcoin. I actually might just get a small position here short Bitcoin. Sorry. Let's have a look on the 5 minute to see if there's an entry here. Okay, so on the 5 minute, if we start to dump, so we're holding up on the 5 minute. If we start to break this, I'll go short, and we'll leave this as a stop. We're holding up on the 5. If we start dumping, we will go short. If we can just dump, if this candle reverses, we can't hold the 5. We'll go short. Not that much size. We'll wait till market open to add any extra size. And if we can break down here, then we'll go into bigger size short, I think. That's like what interests me most for trades today, I would say. Yeah, that's all I can really see. And then I guess if I'm going to need a trade in the market or something, I'll go long. But need an opportunity in it. Let's go. Let's see. Micro SPY. There's a 5 minute of the SPY. It's not doing so much. Alright, we got 15 minutes till market opens here. 15 minutes. It seems like we won't move too much before market opens. So maybe I should get games like Skate to play. It's confusing to keep track of what you are looking at, as the contract names mean nothing to me. I can speak them out. Oh yeah, that's true actually. I'm not really sure how to add that here. This is the SPY though, at the moment. This is 5 minute SPY. Anyway, all I'm really watching is the S&P, because this is top step. It's not like, I do actually swing trade, but well, the thing is, I've had a rough time, like recent swing trade. I was doing very good start to the year. I was up like 40% to start the year. Then I missed the whole bounce in the SPY because I was on holiday, and then I tried to go long a few names around here and got chopped out and lost a lot. And then I'm down like, no, I'm not down, but I'm up like 10% maybe now for the year, and I was like 40% up to start it, which is rough. And I just wasn't in anything like most of this chop. I wasn't in most of this pullback. I just didn't have any positions. And then this is the S&P. And then I missed the whole bounce. Well, I think I tried to buy something and got stopped out of it. So I didn't really hold anything through the bounce, and then chopped around a bit here. So I have a few positions, but they're just hard to show the moment if we look at swings. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I can make it so I can show. I'll have a look. Wait, that's the wrong thing. How does this chart look? Yeah, this isn't that bad. This is like my only long position swing at the moment. It's a bit hard to show, but I bought this one like around here. That's my stop loss. And then I'm up a little bit. This is Marvel. Actually, I got a small position in this. And then I have LRCX. So this is like a semiconductor. I bought it on this day. Anyway, I like to let these run as long as possible. And then I got stopped out of, took a decent size loss on Vicar, which I bought. I actually bought it multiple times, got stopped out multiple times because I thought it was quite strong. So I took a few losses on this. And then for like stuff I actually made money on, maybe I move a bit too fast, but this is like SanDisk. So I think I bought it originally around here, like 240. Sold it around here sometime because of earnings. So I made about 150%. Then I think I bought it again, sold it before earnings, made a decent like 40-50%, but I mean I missed out on like if I just held it like 440% or something. So a bit rough. But that's more like my main trading. I just don't know. Usually I trade to the end of the market open for swing trading as well. Rough, yeah. But I haven't had a bad year, to be fair. I mean, I have like 10 or so %. I started the year really well, and then I've been chopped around. I haven't traded very well either. But I had a good last year, and yeah, it's an okay start to the year. But I was just sort of like taking a breather because I've been like stopped out, like all my positions, lost. So it's easier just to like do a bit of day trading on the prop, which I wouldn't say is a good way to make money though. I say swing trading is like your actual money is like 100 times better than like paying to do a challenge and then paying to pass it and then having all these rules and whatnot is not the best way to trade. But for streaming, it's probably better. Because swing trading also, like if you're doing it on a daily, this is the SPY for day trading. If you're doing like swing trading on, you only really need to look at it a little bit. I look at like the best performing stocks and the worst performing if I want to go short. And then I just sort of look at them every day. It takes me like 10, 20 minutes. And then when you're fully in positions, you don't have to do anything either. So you're just chilling. And it's easy to trade end of day when it's like things aren't moving very fast. You don't have to make quick decisions. You can think through everything. I would say that's best. But for this, like, what's it called? Day trading. I try to do like a similar momentum swing style thing. And I guess you get like more reps in, so you get a little better at trading by doing it because you're just spending way more time trading, I guess. But like, I don't know, it can be a bit boring. Like you just look here and you're like, oh, there's nothing to trade, which is how it looks at the moment to me. The only thing I'm really interested in, I think I can short Bitcoin now. Now we're not holding. Yeah. I'll sell a little bit. I'll sell like, this is micro Bitcoin, so it's not that much, I think. Yeah. I'm gonna sell like 2, which is like not that much.
Order filled. Order filled.
And then they put a stop loss up here. But if it continues to dump at market open, I'll take a bigger position. Actually, risk is like 0.55. But it's just because I'm not like super convinced by this trade. short Bitcoin. I'm just not going to take a massive position to start with. So let me just put in my stop. It's a bit weird putting stop losses for this as well. So 77,850. Stop like 2. Let's just go 1. 77,850. Okay. Wait, did I short this? Oh no, yeah, I shorted it. Okay. Let's put buy. Okay, so now if it goes up here, I'll be stopped out automatically. But it doesn't look like it's gonna move super fast. Usually most things don't really start moving till market open anyway. But sometimes you can get a better opportunity by getting in earlier. That's the hourly of Bitcoin. It does look quite bearish, but it is like shorting a bounce isn't the most like high probability trade, I would say. I much prefer to short like if it's like here and it breaks this downward range and just continues. That's much preferable for me. But yeah, we open in 5 minutes, so let's have a look at the I'm going to look at the S&P here. That's the most interesting thing going into market open. We go to a 5-minute chart of the S&P. But yeah, like it's just doing nothing the last 20 minutes into open. Often things just don't move before open. Don't move before open and then really move into open. Might look at some stocks. So I just have like big watch lists of like top performing stocks and stuff. Like this AXTI, like that would be nice to be in that. It's up like 3,000%, just straight up. But these are the things I like to trade, like just things that are up and give you good opportunities to get some of the momentum. But yeah, none of these look super interesting to me. And then I got like, I'd say like semi equipment, which is like things that make semiconductors. Well, everything dumped here, but I'd say these are like a lot of the big winners. Obviously, everything dumped here because it was Friday, was the last trading day. There's another trade I had actually, Teradyne. I think here and here. So that was a decent win. Oh, and I might have also got it here and got stopped out here. I traded this a few times, but now it just looks really choppy and like hard to trade. I wouldn't look at that anymore. These are what is really. I might have a look at semis as well. So I just make different watch lists of different like types of stocks, like nuclear, quantum computing, all sorts. Everything looks super down because everything dumped on Friday. But it's, yeah, this is SOXL, which is 3 times the index of semiconductors, and you can just see it's nearly up 300%. Oh, it is up 300% in like, how long is that? 42 days, which is crazy. It's fucking, yeah, any semiconductor names just went straight up in this bounce. But I didn't get any of those. And none of them are really that set up. TSM is building a little bit of a range. Because I look for something that goes up, and then builds a range. And then I can buy the breakout of. Or vice versa down. Nvidia, oh yeah, that's what you're talking about before. Had a nice move. It hasn't actually moved in a while and it's going up again. But that's a bit of too slow a stock for me to buy. I'd rather buy like smaller stock, more fast moving, more possibility to go way up. But yeah, none of these semis are like, well, I'm in Marvel, but I only just got in it. I didn't get this whole move. And it's going to have earnings soon, which I try to avoid. But yeah, onto, like, you can just see these names want to just continue going up. If you get in the right things, you just can make so much. But most things just dumped into, well, Wingstop's really dumped in that Friday big down day in the market. Okay. Let's look back at the SPY 5 minute here. Got 4 minutes to market open. We're dumping a little bit. What's my Bitcoin doing actually? It looks like it's coming. Let's just see. This is Bitcoin here. We move to. Oh, wait, no. This is Sorry, that's not Bitcoin. That is my wheat trade, which I'm down on. This is Bitcoin. I think my position might be a little small, but it's fine. It's just a bit of a tester position anyway. Or should I put more size? I don't think I'll put more size until we see what we do at open. Because open you can just move so quick. Once the market opens in 3 minutes, I'll look for size and weight in Bitcoin, adding size. And if we break down, I'll give it a bunch more size as well. But it's a bit rough to have so little a position if it's gonna go. Let's see what NASDAQ is doing. It's this NASDAQ now. NASDAQ, after that initial move, was just sitting around. I would say, like a move like this, we're more likely to pump in open. To sit like this, I would guess. If I was a guessing man, I would say it wants to go up. It might actually give us an opportunity to buy a breakout as well on the 5 minute. That was tradable. Alright, we got 2 minutes till market opens here. I know about this song. Let's say a little range here. If we're going to break this range to the upside, I'm willing to go long a little bit. Small little position. Is this, let's see. Yeah, we're in micro NASDAQ. So we don't have a big position. Dumping a tiny bit before open. Alright, here we go. 1 minute till open here. Best of luck, everyone, if you're trading. Alright. And wheat will reopen, but I think it should stop me out straight away. Unless it just bounces really hard. Because it was like right at my stop already. Alright, alright. We want to dump. Oh, dumping a little. Okay, we're dumping, huh? Or are we going to bounce? Oh, that's my wheat position moving then. Wheat went back green. Okay, let's just take a look at my wheat position. Oh, that is a big bounce. I'll be honest, that is not what I expected at all into open, but we'll take it if it wants to hold up. What about Bitcoin? Oh, we're bouncing in Bitcoin as well. No, we're dumping. Okay. So we're going right direction in both trades for now. What's happening in the Nasdaq then? Let's see. So I'm short wheat. No, short Bitcoin and long wheat. And if we get like the market holds here, if the market holds and bounces, I'm willing to go long. But I don't know if it's like it looks like it wants to or not. Now we're dumping hard now. I wonder if Bitcoin is just dumping because the SPY is dumping. Let's have a look at the hourly. Oop. Where's the... Can't actually move to it. Something weird going on with this chart. Okay, I guess we're stuck on the 5 minute for now. I don't know why. Oh, sorry, it's right here. The hourly. I prefer the hourly. Okay. I didn't expect us to dump a bit, but we must be up pretty good on the wheat to be up like that. Let's take a look at our wheat trade. Oh yeah, there we go. I don't know how long I want to hold this though. It's like... I can't say... I mean, yeah, it's quite a bullish looking breakout, but it is on an hourly chart. I wouldn't hold it super long. I only have one contract, so I can't even take like a partial out of it. But for now, we'll just leave it to do its thing. Let's have a look at Bitcoin. The Bitcoin, we're dumping even harder as well. Or not that hard. And I guess wheat is bouncing a little bit. I mean, pulling back a little bit. I'll add to Bitcoin if it can break down again, but that could be in a while. Wheat's pulling back now. It is fighting a bearish trend, to be fair. And that's a big candle. But let's see if it can hold and continue up, or it's just going to completely pull back. That is a nice bounce though, right at my stop. Quite lucky. I mean, usually I feel like you get stopped out of those. Alright, what's happening in the market? The market's just continuing to dump. I didn't actually expect it to dump today like this. What about in the daily? Are we actually down? No, not quite. Still holding up a little bit for the day. But I guess we had that big run into open. Okay, what about my... Whoop, not that. Let's take a look at my swings. Not really moving, either of them. If they load. Marvel, not doing much. Percent. And ORCX pulling back a bit. Makes sense to pull back with the market. Let's take a look at the SPY on a more normal looking chart. So it's opened. That would be about the 10 there. And going red. I just got the 20-day for my swings. Nothing more. Okay, wheat is pulled back hard. It looks like wheat might be going to stop us out. We're into the second candle of the 5 minute, which is a bit interesting. It's a bit interesting to see the daily chart doesn't give me huge confidence. Maybe I should have just covered up here, but there was no way to know it wasn't going to continue. Let's see if we can hold up here. take it back to the hourly. It's a bit hard to see what's going on the 5 minute. It does look nice on the hourly though. I mean, these lines make it a bit harder to see, but pull back, big gap up, range and break the range. Nothing wrong with that. I'm going to go back to Bitcoin, have a look at the Bitcoin short. Alright, Bitcoin is dumping as well. I'm looking to see if it can break here and I'll add to it. Maybe I should have had a bit of a bigger position, but it's okay. Nothing was like super like, I wasn't very confident in any of the trades, which is probably why I got small positions and everything. But that's how it goes sometimes. Oh, we're dumping pretty hard in Bitcoin. So I mean the market's dumping pretty hard as well. We start the Monday with a dump. Yeah, the market's dumping pretty hard. Because Bitcoin is weirdly tied, like much more tied to the market than people like to think and say. It's like to say, oh, it's so separate to the market. It's really not. It is separate, but it's very like Bitcoin is reacting to the market, not the other way around. Okay, we have dumping. We're looking to see if we break down this range and I can enter. It's quite likely to bounce here though. If we look, we've found support here. It's probably a good stage to cover, but since I want to short it again, I'm just going to let it run and see if I can get another short in it. The wheat must be really pulled back considering how much Bitcoin is dumped. Yeah, it's pulling back, but it's not that close to my stop, which is down here. I'm just going to watch Bitcoin here and hope for another opportunity to get short. Yeah, so if we can break this range on Bitcoin, it probably is the time to like cover. I might just cover it. And then if it breaks short, oh, I don't know. It's hard to say. Could always cover my position and then re-enter the short. If it's just going to bounce. What's the SPY doing? Bitcoin would be so tied to the market because of the whales. Yeah. It really behaves like based on what the market's doing, I would say. Whenever I watch it. Oh, we're bouncing. Probably should have covered a bit earlier then. And we're bouncing a little bit in the market, which makes sense. That's the SPY. Okay. Back to Bitcoin. I think if Bitcoin gives me, let's see what this looks like on the 5 minute. Yeah, it bounced exactly here. So I should have covered it and then just looked to re-short it. But I guess we're stuck now. Most of my position have turned on me. Wheat is definitely not strong either. Oh. Wheat is fully sold off. So I might be stopped out of that soon. We've gone red. Not the best day. So it's starting to not look so strong. Wheat. Looks like it wants to stop me out, to be honest. Whoop. We'll go back to Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin's bouncing as well. Oh, yeah. About to be out of wheat here. Oh, to only be down this much wheat, Bitcoin is definitely... Has it broken? No, it's just pulling back again.
Order filled.
Oh, we're out of weight here. We took 180 loss on weight. It's not too bad. Not too bad. I don't think I'm going to reverse my position and go short. It's just out of weight. That's the 5 minute. Let's look at the hourly. It's an okay trade. I was like sort of thinking to get out of the position, but I never was going to here. I didn't really know where to get out of it, but that is a big reversal of a candle there. It almost makes like you a little bit bearish on it. What's happening in the SPY then? Yeah, it's really reversed. Not much. Is there anything else that's interesting to trade? Gold, sometimes copper. Copper's bouncing a bit. Not the sort of trade I would take though. It might be a bit of a nothing day. Okay, we're back at the range for Bitcoin, which makes it another hard decision. Let's just like cover the position and wait to see if we dump more. Because it's not going to be the easiest position to enter on a dump candle like that. But also a candle like that doesn't give you confidence that it's going to like hold the range. It's definitely a little more risky to say, okay, we're going to like hold the range. I mean, we're going to break the range and continue downwards and not just cover the position. But, I mean, if it does break down, like there's a lot of free air to continue down. So you may as well keep it. I might just keep it because the risk on Bitcoin is like I lose my profit, 100, maybe lose like 150 if Bitcoin reverses on me. So I probably just keep the position and see if I can add to it. Let's say looks like quite a quiet day though. The Dow Jones. That's bouncing. That's bouncing pretty hard. I wonder if the SPY's bouncing then. No. Just the Dow. The fact that the S&P is holding up makes it a bit harder to hold the short in Bitcoin. Might go back and have a look at weight. Is wheat gonna dump this range? I don't know if I want to short it, but there's a possibility of shorting this range to the downside, like with a reversal like that. But I don't know. Might not be like the most ideal opportunity to short. This is lean hogs, untradeable, just choppy. Is Bitcoin breaking finally? Oh, we're breaking. I need like a bit of a confirmation candle if it's going to break. It's holding this range. It's a bit rough to hold and like hope for a break. This might be the time to cover, like ideally. But I'm thinking of just letting it run. Because guess what? We're still at 51,000. It's pretty chill. Pretty chill. Oh, we're bouncing a bit. Maybe it is just should always cover. Oh, and now we're pulling back. There's not much point watching it. What's happening in the SPY? If we go past like 160 in profit, we can re-enter a short, I would say. Oh, the SPY 5 minute looks a bit weak. Pulling back. Yeah, what about NASDAQ? Micro NASDAQ. Also, everything's just dumping, huh? The thing is, Bitcoin looks exactly like the SPY candles, which makes it a bit more like iffy to trade. I'll be honest. Oh, we're pulling back? No. But it'd be nice to just see it break down and just get an easy dump. But it doesn't look... Oh, this isn't holding up at all. Just dump out of open. So that was a nice actual short out of open, huh? If you got that short. I don't know if it's gonna bounce a bit. And Bitcoin doesn't look like it's gonna break anytime soon. So might just need to get out of that. We dumping still a bit. That's a possible short, I guess. I guess is quite shortable if we break. Okay. If we break and then get a... So we break down here. Yo. Thanks for the follow, bro. Thanks for the follow. If we break down here, I don't know if we will, and then get confirmation that we're going to continue on the next candle, I'd be willing to short, but it doesn't look like it's going to do it. Just doesn't look like there's much to trade today. I might just have to accept a loss for the day and just leave as is. We'll wait for the Bitcoin. I can put in a Bitcoin like a sell if it breaks down order, but I don't like to have like orders that like execute like that. It's nicer to see what you're doing than have like a sell stop of a position you don't own, just to see what it's actually doing at the time. Oh, we're bouncing in the SPY now. Bouncing into a little bit of resistance here. It's a big bounce in the SPY. Okay. It's interesting to see what Bitcoin does if the SPY bounces. This is my position here. Okay, the bounce is like the same as it was before, which is okay for staying in the short. The bounce is quite natural. I probably should have covered, to be honest, but we haven't. So we're in it now. Here we go, bouncing a bit in the SPY, bouncing a bit. Right into resistance. Can it hold? Can it break? Here, this is the 10 and like 20 average, moving average, that these are little lines are, if you want to know. We're struggling to bounce through it. But if you can break out, it looks like it might go. I wonder if this break is moving anything else in the market. Wait, staying in its range. Let's go back to an hourly. Sometimes copper is tradable, but it's not really moving today. What does it look like on the daily? Oh, daily it's dumped. It really dumped on the Friday. Now we're bouncing a bit, so not a great looking daily chart at all. Actually, the daily chart is so bad I should stay away from copper. What about silver? Silver also looks pretty shit on the daily. Gold looks pretty shit on the daily. Nasdaq, we're bouncing a bit as we were. What about on the 5 minute? Let's just see what it's doing. Like, this bounce is still like a bearish bounce though. Still quite a bearish bounce. I'll be honest, it doesn't look like there's going to be much else for me to trade. I might cool it soon. Bitcoin is bouncing, but I'm just going to let it have a natural bounce and see if it continues short. And yeah, I think possibly the move was to cover Bitcoin here, but we haven't, so we're just going to leave it as is. And I'm thinking we're just going to leave the stream as is for today. We're taking $183 loss realized. We're in this Bitcoin position, which is up 65, but it is going back on us, so could be quite a red day for us. But if we ever break down again, I'll look at getting it short, and then I'll update you all tomorrow. If you want to watch the video and see the results, check out my YouTube, Boy Plunger, and I'll see you tomorrow at the same time, 30 minutes before market open. Thanks for watching, and okay, just want to say I've come back here and looking at this Bitcoin now. We've managed to break the hourly range, this range I was looking for to be able to short. You can see we broke it and we bounced, broke it pretty hard. We bounced, but now I'm looking to short here and hopefully enjoy a decent short. So I'm just waiting to see how we bounce here, and look at we reject. So I'm looking to enter my main position. Hopefully maybe I'll get like 4, so double my previous position. And obviously we've got a little bit of profit to little bit of profit we've made from shorting here, so obviously happy days to get it short. Now let's just have a little quick look and let it do its thing, but it looks very shortable to me. Just want to see if it upticks at all here. But yeah, no, I'm ready to get in my main short of the position, move my market buy a bit closer. Ideally have it back at this line here, but yeah, I'm just waiting here. Yeah, this little uptick is what I'm waiting to see if we reject this sort of move and we can sell off, and then I can get it short is what I'm hoping. I'm going to take 5 contracts, so a bit more than double our previous position. I'm definitely quite interested in this short, especially when you look at it the hourly and the daily as well. This is rejecting a big daily range, you know. These are the sort of moves that, like, if you get them, you get them. I would even swing trade this, actually. That's how much I want to be short of it. Now, this is the real test. This is where it should reject from all the way here, or do we continue to hold? Hopefully not, but it is bouncing a bit, which is making it quite hard to get our short position in. But we're just looking for a little reversal here. I'm just going to go fill up my water. Okay, here are we gonna break down now. Hopefully, because it'll be quite a clean short. Okay, so we've rejected. You can see this 10-day, well, not 10-day, 10 moving average for the 5-minute. Wouldn't know how to say that, but it's reject. We're at the range here, holding up a bit. I thought we'd just have a clean short to end dodge, making it a bit annoying. Might just leave it for a bit. I'll come back if I get short. Hopefully you can see this here, but I am adding to my short position now. I am selling 5 at the market. Let's see. Is it going to place?
Order rejected.
Sorry, I can't sell that many. Selling 3.
Order filled.
Okay, we sold 3. Now our average position is here. Now I wanted to be short here. I'm gonna just leave it for quite a long time, to be honest. I'm gonna move my stop market. Sorry, not that. I'm gonna move my stop market by all the way down, down to about here for now, but obviously I do want to move it down to here, so I'm short here. It looks very bearish. We're just leaving it for a long time, ideally. When you look at the hourly, it is super bearish, and yeah, super bearish on the hourly. If we can just break down, I'm just going to let it do its thing. I'm hoping to get a decent move here to the short side. If it stops me out, it stops me out. The sort of trade I like to take, the perfect trade. It looks good on the 5-minute. We've rejected this range. We've come up. We've gone down. Like, there's no reason not to be short here. I was watching it muck around here, reject. Just perfect to be short here. If we can dump a bit more, I'll move my stop to down here. I'm just going to let it play out, and then I'll come back to you, and once I've closed my positions, and look at it dump. It looks quite nice. Obviously, it can easily come back, but we wanted a bigger position. We couldn't get it. We've got our biggest position, which is 5 shares, unfortunately. But yeah, hopefully we can turn this into a green day with this short. I'll come back and I'll update you on how I've done, because obviously this is bouncing. It can easily pull back and give us stop us out for a loss or break even, or and we end up with a $300 losing day or whatnot. But it could also continue to sell off, which is what I think it will do and why I'm short. Because look at this, range down and break the range to new lows. In the daily, it's at new lows. Usually I look at the market, but who could even care? Like, it's dumping. Why not be part of it? Do you know what I mean? While it's behaving well in the 5-minute, I'll stay in it. I'm not going to just watch it, so you can always get, just watching it can often make you take out of positions too early. I'm just going to let it do its thing. I'm going to go off, let it do its thing. In a couple minutes, I might move my stop market, my stop buy, so my cover position down to here, but for now, it can be there, and fingers crossed we can make a good profit here, and it helps us to what's it called, helps us to pass the account would be sick. Because we did take the loss on wheat, but that is what it is. And a nice 5-minute candle, and yeah, perfect. I'm pretty happy with this trade, and hopefully it can make us a decent profit. And I'll be back I'll be back to tell you how the trade went. Hopefully it went well. Okay, so we ended up closing the trade as it gapped back up on us, and we ended up only up 33 for the day. So basically just a very break-even, not much day. It looked like it was going to go well in our direction, but it ended up not. But we'll take it. It's not that bad. You can see it's made 1100 last week, week 3, and now 33 to start the new week. So we're still 1900 off passing, but not too bad. I'll just show you where we closed our Bitcoin short at over here. We added to it around here, and it dropped. Although we ended up, so I saw it here on this candle, and I was like, shit, it started to come back up. I missed the thing. I was just like letting it do its thing. I'd missed it breaking, so I would have rather covered it like here. Anyway, we're on this candle here, and I saw like, okay, it's wicked, maybe it's going back down. I put my stop here, but then on this big green candle, I got stopped out instead. So I ended up only $33 up. But with the $187 loss on wheat we took, that's not too bad. It means we made about 200 on the Bitcoin trade. It would have been nicer if, considering we had it from about here originally, but only in small size. So still not too bad, and hopefully the coming week we can pass the account.